folks, it's Nana JL54 Janet. Hello, I'm getting better. You know, I'm like, woo, hello. So I'm doing better, but I can't really go and, do and pick things up and dig around in my stuff. But I thought somebody asked me about how I did my card base or the dress form base. And basically what I did was I took an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper and cut it in half on the 11.5 side, and then you fold it over and it makes you a card size, right? So that's my card base. And then I just took a piece of paper and I looked at it and I started cutting. I just wanted to cut myself a dress, so I just, when I draw or when I cut things, I kind of see it on my paper. I try to see it on my paper before, and then I just see it on my paper. What can I say? So I hope I'm holding this in frame. So dress form, sideways. There she is. And then when I want to put her on my card, hold on, I got to do this backwards. I'm not good at this. Let's see. This is this way. Okay, so I put her here. Oopsie. And I find that corner there. That corner right there, the front corner, of the card thing. And I hold her where I want her. And I get my scissors and I cut out around again. I just cut out that thing. So the front of the card, let me do it. I have to do it like this so that I can see. Hold on, I'm doing it. Oh. There. So there she is. That's the front of my card. And that's my card. And then what I do is I take some tissue paper, just a piece of tissue paper, and I want to make a little ruffle on the bottom, so I'm going to tear a little strip. And you can use like the Tim Holtz tissue paper or the Seven Gypsies tissue paper. That would make a really pretty ruffle too. Okay, so this is going to be the ruffle on the hem. And then I would say, let's see, I would say about a square about. We can make it kind of big so that we trim it off at the top or the bottom. Okay, so this little square or whatever is going to be her dress. So let me got my tape. I'm sorry I can't do this like pointing down, but I still have a problem with my iMovie. I erased a bunch of junk and got rid of it, and somehow I still have too much on my memory, and my iMovie doesn't show up at all. It's so bad that my iMovie does not show up at all. Okay, hold on. What did I do? I did this back. Okay, did this backwards for you guys. All right, so we're going to turn this paper the other way. So she'll be like this. Okay, so I have to turn it the right way for me. Okay, so it's going to be like this. So I'm just going to go ahead and take her, put the card down for now. And I take her and I'm going to put red line tape along the hem, and I'll show you where I put it. So how you guys doing today? I'm bored out of my stinking gourd. God is good and I'm healing, but I just really want to go play. I really want to go play. Okay, and I'm doing this on my computer. I never let food or anything, tape, glue, paint, nothing near my computer because I really don't like nasty computers. But Anyway, so there's a little piece of red line tape, right? And I'm going to tear it off. Oh, you know what? I like to wrap it around the back. I'm going to tear it off. Wrap that one, a little piece around the back. I'll have to put more on that one because that really didn't wrap good enough. All right, so I'm going to take that off. The only thing about red line tape is that it sticks to you. The static electricity. And I know Natasha Anastasia gives a hint of how to do that, but I can't remember. Okay, so I'm going to wrinkle up my, which I should have done. Now you can pleat this or ruffle it or whatever you want to do. I just want to wrinkle it. For the sake of time, I'm going to wrinkle it. And shake it out, shake it out. So, yeah. Let's see. Oh, I could tell you about this. My doorbell hasn't worked for 30 years. I haven't had a doorbell, and people, sometimes I miss people because they think that, you know, we're not wanting to answer. So anyway, let me do this first, and I'll tell you the story about the doorbell. Okay, so I'm going to leave a little hang over the edge. This is really hard to do, folks. Little over the edge, and then I'm gonna gather, you know, and gather. I know you guys can see it, but I can't. And it really doesn't matter because you're gonna, you know, play with it and stuff later. So you get the idea, though. I'm doing it blind, but like, you know what? Art is blind sometimes, so you just have fun. This is what you do when you're bored. Okay, so I got a little kind of funny pleat, ruffle, whatever, and I'm going to cut that off with a little bit of edge so I can wrap it around, maybe. We'll see. Okay, so I have a little ruffle here, and I'm not going to straighten it out for sake of time. Now I'm going to take my paper, and I'm going to just kind of, I'm going to do a little tiny bit of wrinkle, not as much, okay? And maybe I'm going to fold it like a lot. Those kind of wrinkles like that, okay? And then I'm going to gather it up, shorter at the top. Oh, I like that. Wait a minute, this end is folded down and it's looking like it might look great. So I folded that edge down, which is a little different, and then you gather it up where you think the top should be. Okay, and I like for the back of my dress to be higher than the front of my dress. And you have to leave a little bit. Can you see like that? Now that you're looking at the back side, I'm looking at the front side, so I'm going to turn around. So this is the front side. Okay, now I'm going to put a little red line tape on the waist of my dress. 9 minutes. My back hurts, guys. Ugh. I'm going to put red line tape on the waist of my dress. Okay, so I'm going to put red line tape on the waist of my dress. Not a picnic, not a picnic. Okay, my doorbell. Oh my gosh. So Honey decided that he wanted a working doorbell. So he goes to one of those stores, I don't know, Home Depot, Lowe's, one of those stores. And he comes and he brings this big old doorbell box. There's the red line tape. And he starts working away, and he's working away, and he's finding the short that made the doorbell not work in the first place. And, you know, I'm like, oh, that's wonderful. Honey's going to fix my doorbell. I got to do this backwards. Okay, so you kind of like stick it right there. It's going to stick up too high, and you're going to make your adjustments, but there it is. That's what you do. Just get the middle there, okay? Then you come, and you, on the sides here, you can stick a little tape on the sides. A little more tape. Hold on. Hold her, Newt. Just for the sake of time. Okay. So he comes home with this. Well, anyway, let me cut to the chase. The doorbell, it doesn't have a ding dong. It has the whole it has a circus, a carnival. It plays Havana Gila, the Mexican hat dance, a calliope, if y'all know what a calliope is. And I'm like, isn't it 65 different tones out of 65 different tones? Okay, can you see the little shiny stuff right there? Okay, we're gonna wrap that. That's the back of the dress. So we're gonna wrap that, and we're not gonna do it tight because we want the dress to be poofy. So we're just gonna wrap the edge of it and tuck it. Okay, so the front is poofy. And now we're gonna do the same thing with the front of the dress. 11 minutes. So he was like looking and looking, and every song was everything was a song, or you know, like music, like Strike Up the Band. And I was like, I just want ding dong or ding or dong. It didn't have anything like that. It's completely carnival time. Bring the circus in. Strike Up the Band. So I mean, and it was making me laugh so hard it hurt my sides. I was just fit to be tied because, anyway, so he has to take it all apart. He's got to take it all apart and take it back to the store, because the only thing it had was, it also had canned laughter, if you can imagine. But all it has is what's called knock knock, and the knock knock sounds like you're banging on a hollow box. It's really, really bad. Okay, so now I put more sticky stuff on this right here. And now I'm going to stick it down and just go pull it around a little bit in the waist and pull it down like that. Okay? And now you've got your dress. Okay? Like that. And then you cut it to a reasonable length. If you want it to hang off of your card, you can. I don't know that I want it to. Then you start playing with this top part, and this top part's going to be too high for my liking, so I'm going to cut it down, and I'll be back to show you. Okay, so I went ahead and trimmed her up upstairs, and see it's kind of going down in the back and up in the front, and I have a piece of sticky tape, and I'm going to put it on her waistband, and to cover all the little gathers, we're going to put you're going to either pick a metallic paper, or you could put those pearls. You could put any kind of trim you want. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a piece of this, the reverse side, the purple side, because the base of the dress is this light color. So I'm going to take a reverse side and cut a band of purple. So we'll do this. Let's see, cut a little band, and I kind of want a wide waistband. So like that. And so it's going to go on here, and I'm going to peel this off, and then you can color this with, you could try out your watercolor crayons, you could do your magical micas, there it is, oops, there it is, and let's see, let me put her waistband on here, let me see, I'm probably going to like trim, like gild the edges with a Teyu Spica, or whatever the heck it's called, a Copic, accent pen. But there she is. And, and then I will trim this so that this ruffle shows. And I'll paint her and color her. And I'll this time instead of putting punched out flowers on her, I might put, let me think, what could I put? I could stamp little swirls and glitter them, or stamp little swirls and emboss them. I could do a whole lot of things, so I'll think about it and I'll show it to you when I'm done. But yeah, you just like look at your paper, see what you want to see, and cut it out. It's all about having fun, and I've learned through this little bit of discomfort that do what you feel and what makes you happy, and it might not come out crappy, just even if you can just grab things that are next to you. This was all scrap paper that I had laying around, and tissue paper from a present. So we'll talk to you guys later, and have a fun day. And oh, the doorbell thing, honey's got to go get a different doorbell, because I'm not living in, it's like I was waiting for the clown car to come up and everybody to jump out. Yeah, it's got to go. So we'll talk to you later.